Hi, good evening, everyone. Welcome to day one of the boot camp. If you can hear me and you can see my screen clearly, I can just type in the comment sections that I can hear, I can see. Thank you. Thank you for your responses. Thank you for your responses. If you can hear and you can see my screen, I have my slide on. If you can see it, just type I see, I can hear you. Thank you for your responses. Thank you. Thank you. All right. So in this day one, we are starting the boot camp, and I please quickly just want to pass out this information. Like I've said earlier, before, up to doing the webinar and all that, that I won't be taking questions on day one. I won't be taking questions tomorrow, which is Saturday. I won't be taking questions on Sunday. At the end of the Sunday class, we'll now have a question and answer session where I will call your name. You take the mic, ask me questions. I'll be able to respond to everyone. So we'll set out time for that. Tammy will also be with me in doing that on Sunday. This is to avoid distractions so that we can quickly go into the training and get it done. If I'm attending to questions while the class is going on, it's going to elongate the training. And I know it's night already in Nigeria, so we can't even get it more than 2 hours. So we are trying to manage 2 hours each night for the training. Then on Sunday, we know that we are done with the training. So anybody that now has a question can stay behind and start asking questions. So that's why I'm not going to take any question today and tomorrow. And please avoid distractions. Put away anything that may want to distract you. There's so much we need to cover. So avoid any form of distraction. Try to be in a quiet place where you can listen and focus on this particular training. And if that's why one of the reasons I'm also advising that you should even keep your eyes off the comment section, because I know some people will not even listen to instructions, they'll still keep asking questions in the comment section. I have my team on ground, and if they see anybody trying to disturb us in the comment section, they are going to block you from making any comments. So please avoid that and focus on the trading. Now, there's so much we are trying to push out, so much information, so much lecture I'll be doing in the course of the 3 days. And one thing I know is we all do not learn at the same pace. Some are fast learners, some will require more time before they can fully comprehend anything they are learning. So what I would advise is just take your own time. You know yourself, you know the pace at which you learn things. So just take your time. If it will require you to, and in fact, for everyone, it will require you all to go over this training more than once for you to fully understand everything. So, and that's why we have the replay. If you have not paid for the lifetime access to the replay, do that now. We gave it, the replay is 10,000 naira, but we gave you guys 2.5 as the discounted price up to today. Now the bootcamp has started. Day one, it is no more 2005. What we have done is we are giving you guys for just 4,900 naira today. If you still do not take it today at 4,009, when you come tomorrow and you want to take it, it will be 7,500. Then on day three, it goes back to the original price of 10,000 naira. So if you have not bought the access to the lifetime replay of this bootcamp, do that now before tomorrow. By tomorrow, it will move to 7,500. So you can still get it now for just 4,900. It is something you definitely would need to keep in your archive, because in the course of doing this business, you will definitely need to keep going back to the basics to learn these things that we are going to be doing these 3 days. So you can always go back to this video and learn from it. And there's no how you don't have the access to the replay that you'll be able to do that. It will be very difficult for you. So please ensure you do that if you've not done that already. If you've done that already, congratulations. So just calm down. The replay will be available. I mean, the 3 days replay will be available after the bootcamp. So we are looking at Monday or Tuesday. You should be able to get access to the replay link. So even if you don't say we finished today, now you want to get, because you paid 2,005, you want to get everything, we have to finish the bootcamp before you get it. So it will be Monday or Tuesday, it will be ready. The admin will be giving you access to it. All right, so put away every form of distraction. Ensure you have your writing note. And one thing is, you cannot write everything I'm going to be saying. That's one of the reasons you have the replay. So probably questions. What I will recommend you write down is questions. So write down questions. If there is anything I now answer, because in the course of the training I may even answer your question. Just strike it off that I have answered that question. You don't need to ask me again on Sunday. So, but keep writing down questions. That's what I would recommend. Write down questions so that you don't miss any part of in the course of the training. If your network is having issues, there's nothing we can do on our whole end to help you. But what would help you is when you go back to the replay will not be a live training again. So the network will be better at that point for you. So if network is frustrating, you just calm yourself down, knowing that you have access to the replay after the bootcamp, so you can go over it again. All right, thank you very much for that. I hope we are all ready to dive right into this particular training. All right, so for this day one, at the end of this day one, this entire 3-day bootcamp, I have only one goal. And what is that goal? Is to help you make minimum within the range of $300 to $1,000 over the next 30 days. So that's my aim for this bootcamp, to ensure that you can do for yourself on your own. Yes, on your own. You can do for yourself $3,000 to $1,000 in the next 30 days guaranteed. So that's my core target for this particular 3-day bootcamp. You can do far more than that, but I don't want to complicate things too much for you guys. That's why I've narrowed it down just to this range of $300 to $1,000 over the next 30 days. Now, let's look at a little about me. For those of you who still do not know me, I'm Michael Olatunji. I'm the MDC of MyQuest Finance and Investments Limited. I'm a father of 3 kids, husband to the most beautiful wife in the whole world. I'm the number one CPA affiliate marketer from Africa. I've been doing business since 1997, so I have a lot of experience when it comes to running businesses. Now, in this $N CPA Marketing Bootcamp, we will cover on day one, which is tonight, we will be looking at how to get a CPA deals that pay between $1,100 to $500 per sign up. So we are looking at that range. I know there are some deals that can pay even more. There are some that can pay you that even less, but we are looking at just this range of $100 to $500 per sign up. Now, so we'll be looking at understanding how to build this business. That's very key. You need to understand the business model itself. You also need to understand the terminologies that we use in this business. It will help you, because if you don't know these terminologies, it will be difficult for you to communicate with companies that you'll be working with, and maybe even your workers or other affiliates, or even your clients. So you need to understand the terminologies we use in this industry, and I'll be taking you through that tonight. You also be learning different types and like similar deals to CPA. So there are some similar deals to CPA. They are not entirely CPA, but they are similar to it. And in the course of you running this business, you come across them. So I want to take you through those ones, like explain them to you in briefly, so that you will not be confused when you get into the industry, when you get into the market, and you are saying something similar. You are now wondering, is it this what I was taught or not? So I want to quickly clear you on that. We'll also be looking at how to negotiate and get CPA deals that can pay you even up to $1,000. So we'll be looking at that, though I'll be focusing mainly on the small ones so that you can quickly start. The aim of this bootcamp is that, because I know you can do thousands of dollars every day from this business, I can tell you that, but there are a lot of things that will be involved in doing that. So to make it easy for you to get started as a newbie, I'm focusing on just you doing $3,000 to $1,000 in 30 days, so that it will be easy for you to grasp and also be able to get started. After that, you can now start like expanding your wins when you are fully grounded in the business. Then we'll also be looking at CPA deals, where to find these deals themselves. So I'll be taking you practically through the registration process so that you register. As a matter of fact, as at the end of this nice training, I expect that every one of you should have a CPA deal ready to go. So we'll also be looking at how to set up your account. As a matter of fact, there will be a video that you'll be getting after tonight on how to set up your account and everything. Then I'll be the deals that I personally promote. I'll also be telling you about them, so you can just sign up with those deals directly yourself. So this is the core of our day one, which is tonight's class. Now, day two, which should be tomorrow. So, say for instance, at the end of this class, you already have a CPA deal that will pay you $100 or more. The next thing that will come to your mind is, where will I get people that will sign up? And that's what we'll focus on tomorrow. It's also a very key part. You must not miss tomorrow's class, because even after you get a deal, you need people to sign up. So we'll be looking at how to generate high quality leads that are interested in your offer without you spending a dime. So I'm focusing on organic traffic to help you guys, because like I said during the webinar, that we can use organic, we can use paid advertisement. I'm focusing more on organic because I want to make it general for everybody. You probably do not even need to run paid advertisement to make $300 to $1,000. It is when you want to start doing more than that you probably will need to start running advertisements. So I'll be using organic to teach you guys on how to do it. As a matter of fact, I'll also even be showing you guys how to get like 600 prospects, then how to convert minimum 3 out of that. We'll also be looking at understanding how to build lead magnets. What is a lead magnet, how to build it, and all that will help you to get your signups. So we're doing that tomorrow. We'll also be looking at how to build a simple funnel, sales funnel, that will bring in flood of customers to you daily. How to even ensure that your leads, when they come in, they eventually get to being qualified first-time depositor or first-time client. We'll be looking at that tomorrow. The best bonuses you should use and all that, we'll be looking at that also tomorrow. And how to ensure they pass the qualification test. All these things are part of the things we'll be looking at tomorrow. So tomorrow we'll be focused on lead generation and conversion. Leads, we are referring to your prospects, your potential customers. So we are focusing on them tomorrow, how to generate them, how to ensure they sign up and convert. So those are things we'll be focusing on tomorrow. Even if you don't have an existing list, like customer list or potential customer list, you don't have a big follower list on social media, you are not popular on social media, all these things does not matter. Once you follow the training we have tomorrow, you'll be able to get started in the business. Then on Sunday, we'll be looking at payment processes, how to ensure you get your commission payout, then we'll also be looking at how to scale the business. So we'll be looking at payments portals you can open, or payment accounts you can open to facilitate your payment. For some companies, they will require that you give them, like you issue them an invoice before they make payment. So we'll be looking at the invoicing processes tomorrow on Sunday, so that you don't have issues when you get to that stage and you don't know how to prepare these invoices. Documentation is also very key. I'll also be taking you through and talking about that on Sunday. Then steps to ensure that you never miss your payment, we'll be looking at that on Sunday. And to also ensure that your commissions are not delayed. So we'll be looking at all this on Sunday. Please do not miss the class. Then we'll be looking at the scaling part. Those who want to run advertisements, who want to scale the business to like $5,000 to $10,000 in a month. So we'll be looking at that also on Sunday. Then we'll be doing the question and answer session also on Sunday. Question and answer session on Sunday. So please note, if you cannot see my screen at any point, I will recommend that you do what we currently are seeing on the screen. Yeah. So what we currently see on the screen now, I recommend you do that. This is step 1, step 2, step 3. So basically, you go to settings, you come to quality, then you select the eye picture quality. So if you do this, it will enhance the quality picture you see, or the screen you are seeing right now. That's for people who are having issues seeing my screen clearly. All right, so let's first look at my journey from a total novice to number one from Africa when it comes to CPA marketing. I'm taking you through this so that, because majority of you, if not all of you, are newbies, you are a total novice in this business. I was in that same shoe in 2015. So some people may be looking at me like, you have experience, you know these things, that's why it's easy for you, blah blah blah. No, it's I'm able to get here today because I also followed the process. I went through the ladder till I got to this place. I was a total novice, a newbie in this business some years back. In 2015, I didn't even know anything called CPA. So you are not alone. I was formerly in your shoes, so I can guide you how I got to this stage. So that in a few years' time, shorter than this, the time I personally took, you can spend a shorter period to get to the level I am currently. Because at that time, I didn't know anything. As I said in the webinar, I didn't know anything. Somebody also brought it to me that, will you be interested in learning? And I went through the training, got everything. Like in my first month, I didn't even, I told you, I didn't make anything. I was spending close to 18 hours a day on the business. I'll be pressing the phone, pressing. Mostly I was trying to get customers and nothing was coming in. My wife will come into the room, see me pressing the phone. She'll just be laughing at me like, I told you, you have wasted these £250. She'll be laughing at me like, you have wasted this money. But I was still like committed to it because I saw other people in the group that we went through the training together and they were already making money. So I was like, if they are making money from the business, then there's a way I can also make money from the business. So that kept me in the game and I kept on. Second month, nothing was still forthcoming. And I was still spending time on it every day, like doing everything I could do to get customers. Still nothing came in until my third month, when I've actually, if as a matter of fact, that third month, I stumbled on another ad, another training that is entirely different from CPA. That training is about using Facebook to generate organic traffic. And I felt like, this can be helpful. It was 20,000 naira back then for that training. I didn't even tell my wife. I just went, look for the money, pay for the training. So that particular training changed everything for me because I now understood better on how to use Facebook in particular for organic traffic. And that particular training helped me. That third month that I got that training, I got my first 2 sign up. And this sign up gave me at that time my commission was £80. They were paying in pounds. It paid me £160. I remember the night the money eventually, when I got paid and I eventually got the money transferred in naira and everything got to my naira account, I was screaming from the room like, wow, this money has finally come in. And my wife came into the room. She saw me like, what happened? I told her and showed her the credit alert. She also screamed and said, thank God our money has come home. I was like, which one is our money has come? You have been making mockery of me since all these days, like that I've wasted money. Now you see this, you are not calling it our money. It is not our money, it is my money. And that was how everything just transformed. That was my third month. My fourth month, I got 22 signups. They increased my commission from £80 to £160 and £150. Now, times 150 times 22, it was like blood money for me. Then the month that followed, about 40 something, they increased my commission again to £300 times 440 something. I couldn't even believe it. And that was how everything just changed from there. At the point they stopped paying in pounds, they started paying in dollars. They were paying me $500. And we're doing like 100 at that time. Within a year, 100 in a month, within a year into this business. So that is how this business transformed for me, transformed my life. This particular screenshot, I think I showed a video of it recently too. You can see this earnings from this account are not. And people, it was obvious, but people around me were started asking me questions. Where is this money come from? People even thought I was doing Yahoo because I was just indoor pressing my phone and doing that. I remember the first payment when it came in. I used the money, that was £60. I bought a laptop, bought a bigger phone, bought power bank and all that. It was after that I discovered that I didn't even need the laptop. The phone was enough for me to be doing the business. And that was how everything just transformed. I started training my siblings, training my neighbors, training church members, training people around me, because it was easy for me to train them. I was just training them. Everybody was doing the business. It was not affecting my own income until sometimes I think around in 2019, 2020, when I now started training people online. And I've trained over 2,500 people since that time. And I have a lot of testimonials from people that they were total nobody when they came into the training, and they are now billionaires in Naira. I'm telling you for a fact. So because they also took this opportunity and followed through the training, implemented the things that I taught them. So, and that can basically be you also if you follow through this training. But who is this training for? From experience, I can tell you that this training is not for everybody. So who is it perfect for? It's perfect for go-getters, people are ready to take action. A lot of people will get information, but they will not implement those information. If you do not apply the information that I'll be giving you in the course of these 3 days, it will not make you $1, not one. And I can tell you that. Number two, people are hard workers who are ready to learn new skills. Some people are, you don't have to know anything, but if there's a means for you to know it, then know it. I didn't know anything about this business until I started. Then I started learning things. So, but some people, they are very, very laid back when it comes to learning new things. They don't want to learn. So if you don't want to learn, you have to just remain wherever you are and continue doing whatever you are currently doing. But if you want to get to this level of you doing thousands of dollars every day, then you have to learn how it is done. So if you are somebody who is not willing to learn, then I'm sorry, you probably will not even do well in this business. Because even myself, I told you I was spending almost 18 hours. If I didn't spend that time, I wouldn't even be where I am today. Then we're also looking at people who are focused individuals seeking online income. So I know there's a lot of scam online, but there are also a lot of legitimate businesses online you can do that can give you good income. This is one of them. You can earn a lot in dollars from this business every day. I'm not just saying a month, every day doing this business. And I've done a lot of businesses. I currently have a lot of businesses. I can tell you for a fact that there's no one of my business that makes me money as much as this CPA business itself. So I'm saying that to make you know that whatever it is you currently do probably will not even make you money as much as this business can make you money if you can take it seriously. But who are these, like the people who this training is not for? If you are looking for something like get rich quick scheme, like all this MMM and the likes, Ponzi scheme, I'm sorry, this is not for you. This is not, money will not fall on you. Money will just not come from anywhere. It is what you put in that you get out of the business. People who are also unwilling to put in consistent effort. I've seen some people that they will start well. After a few weeks, they will be nowhere to be found because they have not gotten results. So if they start 1 week, no result, they give up. If that's you, I'm sorry, this will not work. Because this is a real business. You have to work it. You have to build it to make it work for you. So if you are, even till today, I'm still working. But my level of work might have reduced because I have other people that are doing some of these things for me. But I still work, I still monitor, I still coordinate, I still do all those things. But when I started, I was doing everything. So if you are not ready to be consistent in working, and I'm sorry, you will not succeed in this business. And individuals who are expecting money to just come passively without them doing work, there's no passive income here, it is work. You work, you get paid. The good thing about it is when you work it, you get paid in good dollars, good money. It is highly rewarding for the work. As a matter of fact, the reason I will be at times will not be able to even eat, or my wife will have to force me to eat, she'll force me to sleep, is because I'm enjoying the job. I'm seeing the income coming in. So when there's a way you put in some effort and you not even feel the hard work because of the earnings that is coming in. So when you set up this business properly and you are working it, the money is coming, you not even feel the hard work again. I can tell you from my own personal experience. So by the end of tonight training, there are some key things I want you to take away from this tonight's training. Number one, understanding CPA basics. You need to understand the basics and the key terminologies. So after this tonight's training, you should know as in, like, have a clear understanding of what the CPA model is and how it works. Then the terminologies we use. I know it will take a while before you get so familiar with them, but we should have, and like, you should know the meaning. And as you go through the replay, you'll be able to get familiar with them over time. Number two is master success strategies and avoid common mistakes. I'll be taking you through that so you can avoid those mistakes so that you don't fall cheap to them. I have fallen for some of these things that I'm also sharing with you, and I'm sharing them with you so that you don't fall into them. Number three is to learn the types of deals that we have and how to negotiate these deals. Some deals will not require negotiation, some will require, so I'll be taking you through that. Then how to find these deals for yourself. So I'll be giving you links to sign up with some of my own companies that I work with, but also beyond that, because it is not one company. The business is not about one company. It's not about one product, one service. It's a model, business model that can apply in different industries with different companies with different services. So once you understand that model, you cannot transfer that knowledge in any industry, in any niche you so desire to work in. So one of the things I'll be ensuring that you know how to do is how to get deals in different industries on different products and services, so that you'll not be tied down to just one product, just one service. Even though I'm going to be recommending the one I personally do, but I'm not going to limit you to that. You can do your own elsewhere. You can do your own elsewhere. You can do something else, but you'll be able to transfer this knowledge into any industry, into any niche or product or service you intend to promote as you go ahead in this business. So, keys to success in CPA marketing. Number one, keys to success is to focus on lead quality and not just quantity. Quality is very, very key. If you don't have quality leads, which is quality prospects or quality potential customers, then it will be frustrating. I had that frustration in my first 2 months of doing the business. I was getting a lot of, I was getting good quantity of leads were coming in. I was interacting with them, but the quality was very, very poor. And that affected my conversion. That was why I didn't get anything my first, second month, until I understood how to identify quality leads. That's when I did the business just changed for me. So number two is patience. Success takes time. I'm not saying you take the time I took. Like me, I took almost 3 months to make money from this business. And I can tell you for a fact that my first students were my own siblings. And one of them got, I said it took me 3 months. One of them, in his first month, he made more than what he was being paid as salary in a whole year when he was working. In a month, in his first month. But he was able to rest on my own experience and guidance. One other one of my sibling got 9 conversions in his first week. 9 sales in his first week. So what I'm saying is, the third one out of my siblings that I taught this business did not get one sign up in 4 months. I'm the one that taught the 3 of them. They are my siblings. I gave them everything to use and all that. One got more than what he was paid in 1 month, that they pay him in 12 months. The second one, got 9 sales in his first week. Then the third one did not get his first sale until 4 months. The difference is the implementation, but what an understanding of it. We all do not understand the same pace, so you have to also be patient with yourself. Build it. Once you now get it, it will now be easy from there on. Number three is application of knowledge consistently. If you no matter what I'm teaching you, if you don't apply, after a few days, all the fire, the ginger and you will go down, and you probably will not come back to it again. Number four is to invest in tools, because information is not enough. If you don't invest the things that you need, like I was sharing with you, in my third month, I saw another training. That's not CPO. It's just about organic traffic on Facebook. And I know that, okay, this can also help my CPA business. It required me to pay another 20,000 naira for that. If I was like, I've already paid 250 pounds to learn this business, how would I go and pay another person 20,000 naira? But I know what I needed. I went for it. I paid, and that helped my business. That 20,000 naira training helped the 250 pounds training. So if I had not invested in it, I won't be where I am today. Then immediately I got my first payout. What did I do? I bought tools, bought a better phone, bought power bank. These are things if some people will not even think of that in their first with their first payout. But that was what I did with my first payout. And when the next payout came, it was like blood money for me. So you have to invest in tools that will enhance your business. If you don't take it serious, you will not even invest in it, and it will not help you. So let's look at the core components of CPA marketing. You need to understand the core component, because once you understand the core component, you know where you are, where you need to work on, where you need to improve. So the first is understanding and selecting your CPA offer. Like I said, it is not just one niche. It is not just one product. It is not just one service. It's not just one industry. It is a business model that you can apply in any industry that they offer it. So once you understand what the model is, now you can now use that to select the CPA offer you want to do. Number two is mastering lead generation and conversion strategies. Now, this has to do with the fact that once you have a CPA deal, no matter the amount they are paying you, so let's say they are paying you $100 per sign up, and you know that if you do 10 of that, that is $1,000 for you. No matter what that deal is, even if the deal is 1,000 naira, $1,000 per person, until you know how to convert people, how to generate people that are interested, and how to convert them, it doesn't really make sense. The deal will not make sense to you. So that you have to master that part, that marketing part. It's CPA affiliate marketing. The marketing part is a key part of it. How to generate traffic and not be a nuisance to people. Not that you just go be posting link everywhere, disturbing people. No, you have to master that art. That will be tomorrow. I hope you guys will not miss it. Then number three, optimizing qualification and conversion process. So to ensure that after you now get these people in, how do you ensure that a lot of them convert so that you can get paid? So these are the three components. If you don't know the part of getting deals, you should know that tonight. Tomorrow, which is you ensuring how to generate traffic and conversion, I'll be doing that tomorrow. So on this day one, like I said, you need to know how to get your own deal, understand the business model, the terminologies we use, the similar offers that are also in the industry, how to register your own for your own how to register with a company, set up the account, how to get started. All this would ensure you get that tonight. So what is the CPA model? If you are ready for that, type yes, I am ready, I am ready, I'm ready, I am ready. What is the CPA model? Type I am ready, I am ready, I am ready, I am ready. What is the CPA model? Thank you for your responses. I know I talked a bit about this during the webinar, but I still want to go through it in depth and ensure that you fully understand this business model. So for the business model itself, CPA, the term CPA actually means cost per action or cost per acquisition. Cost per action or cost per acquisition. Cost per action or cost per acquisition. So it's a business model where the company pays the affiliate or the partner a part of the perceived lifetime value of the customer. I take that again. It's a business model where the company pays the affiliate or the partner, as the case may be, a part of the perceived lifetime value of the customer. So, to make it clearer to you, um, there is a perceived value, lifetime value of every customer a company has. They are paying you, the affiliates, a portion of that perceived lifetime value. To explain this in a layman term and to try to drive home the point, to use something relatable, let us use something every one of you can relate to. Let's use which company should we use? Let's use ShopRite. I believe most of you will know what ShopRite is. A store. It can be maybe Walmart. For anybody watching from maybe Europe or America, it can be Walmart. It can be, I think, in the UK, Tesco and all that. So let's say this is one of big stores. So let's say Michael strikes a deal with ShopRite and says, okay, ShopRite or Walmart, for every customer I acquire for you, you pay me $100. Please, in your writing notes right now, I want you to write down these figures. I want us to work it together and see if this business makes sense or not. So write down ShopRite or Walmart or Tesco, whatever you want to write. Then put partner, put your name, that you are the partner. Tesco, Walmart, or ShopRite is the company. You are the partner. So put yourself as in front. You put your name as a partner. Then put CPA commission, $100 per customer. $100 per customer. Remember that we said it is cost per action. Now, the model works in a way where the company and the partner will have agreed on they will have pre-agreed on specified actions that this customer must complete for the company to accept that the customer is now fully acquired. It is acquisition. So that acquisition process is that they should fulfill some certain terms and conditions. They should take some certain actions. Once these actions are taken, then they will qualify them as customer, as acquired customer. Because anybody can just walk into ShopRite, walk into Walmart, and make a purchase and go out. Walmart don't have their information. They don't have their data. That is a walk-in, walk-out customer. So Walmart cannot come back to you tomorrow and say, you bought last week, come and buy again this week. It's a general open market. But when it comes to customer acquisition, Walmart or ShopRite now tells you that, okay, Michael, remember that's your name. What? Put your name there. For acquisition process, if you are the one acquiring this customer for us, when the customer, number one thing is that this customer must be a first-time customer. That's number one of this action. I'm giving you an example of actions that will be required, because some of you may be having that question now in your mind, that what are the actions? There are no fixed actions, because like I said, it is a business model that can work in different industries. So every company would tell you the action they want your own customer to fulfill. So what company A is saying they should fulfill, in the case of we are using Walmart or ShopRite now, another industry, let's say, is the travel industry. Let's say British Airways says for every customer you acquire for us, anybody can just go on their site and buy, but they may say, okay, for every customer you acquire for us, these are the actions. So the action will be different because industry is different, product is different, service is different. So my point is there is no one fix for all specified actions. That is why each company will have to agree the actions with you, or they will have put those actions on their site before you signed up with them, that these are the actions we want. If you know that your customer can fulfill those actions, then you sign up with them. In some cases, some companies negotiate these actions with you. So you can tell them, remove this one, add this one. That one is possible for some very few companies. But majority part of the companies you'll be working with already have these actions stipulated on their sites clearly. So you can see the actions. If you agree, you sign up. So I will give you like a general on a general level, the type of actions that you will meet in different industries. So it will be easy for these 4 actions that I'll be giving you are like common to all, but they may not come in different formats, but they are like the base of all the actions they want your customers to take. So the first one is that the customer must be a first-time customer. The customer must be what? A first-time customer. Because they don't want you to be recycling customers to them. That means this customer is not on their database. They don't have this customer on as an existing customer on their database. So if you bring customer A to them today, you can't bring that customer again tomorrow and expect them to pay you. You have to go and bring another customer. Even if that customer comes to buy with them again, they are not paying you. So it is not per sale. It is not like they are paying you on every sale. They are paying you for the customer, not the sales of the customer. They are paying for the customer. So once that customer is acquired through you and they pay you that customer's fee, they are not paying you again for that customer. For you to get on that payment from them, you have to bring in another customer. So take note of that. It has to be a first-time customer. That's the first action, first basis for your payout. Number 2 thing that is common to all is that the customer must complete a verification process. Most cases, what they will do is they will give them forms to fill, like know your customer form, know your client form. Let's say, for instance, we do this when we are opening like an account with a bank. We fill all this form, we put all our names, we put personal information, financial information, like your mother's maiden name, your children's name, your next of kin name. You will sign different things. They will ask you for your average monthly income, average annual income, your occupation, your date of birth. They ask for all this information. We fill them. What are they doing? It is a know your customer process that we are going through. For them to have all this information, to know us as customers, they will know the customer, they will know the kind of products and services that will fit into that customer's profile. They will also know how to market to that customer. So these are the information that they will collect from you as a customer. So that verification process is a key part for most of the companies that you'll be working with. They want your customers to go through that process. And it is also that process that will make them put that customer on their database. So if that customer come back tomorrow, they will know that this customer is already in their database. Number 3. So number 1, first-time customer. Number 2, verification. Number 3, that most companies will ask you to do, for no matter the industry, no matter the product, is initial financial commitment. So initial financial commitment can come in many forms. It can be maybe depends on the product or the service or the industry. In some cases, they may say, okay, this customer must subscribe for our maybe if it's a subscription based product or service, they may say this customer must subscribe for the first month before we can pay you, so we know that this customer has committed financially. In some cases, let's say for forex brokers, they will say this customer should deposit into their trading account. Like in a bank, they will say when you are opening a bank account, where would they say when you are done with verification? They will say you should make an initial deposit. Some bank will give you a figure that is the minimum. I remember, like in Nigeria back then, there was a time Zenith Bank, before they now have reduced it, there was a time to open a bank account with Zenith Bank, you need to have a minimum deposit of, I think, about 100,000 naira. So those are the type of class of customers they want. I remember I think it was GTB that brought that down and scattered the market and started giving customer zero balance account. So these are things that they would say they want to see, that financial commitment, not just come and open an account with us. The account would be you will not do any deposit on it. So financial commitment can be deposit in your account, subscribe, pay for a product or service. So that initial financial commitment they want to see. Now they will now put a peg on it. They may say this is the minimum financial commitment they want from your customer. So let's say for ShopRite that we're using now, they now say the customer they are bringing in must make a minimum purchase of $20 on their first visit. That first visit, they may say okay, if you are using Naira, they may say they must pay, or they must buy a product with a minimum of 20,000 Naira on their first visit. And let's say they are paying you 100,000 Naira commission. So we are changing the figure to the currency to Naira for anybody in Naira currency. So if they say, you as the customer that you are bringing in must make an initial purchase in their first day of 20,000 Naira. For anybody using $20. So that's the third action that is always common to all companies that you probably will be working with in any industry. Then the fourth one, which is always also common, is active activity. So it can come in the form like, they may say this customer must come. If you're using like a bank now, they'll say this customer must complete 5 transactions after that initial deposit into the account. 5 transactions, maybe debit or credit alert, 5 transactions for them to know that this customer has started using that account. So active activity is just for them to be sure that it's not just that you open an account, you put money in it, but you don't transact. So active account usage. For some, let's say it's a forex broker, they will say we want this account to trade this particular trade volume, to trade this amount of times before they can now pay you your commission. So in different industries, different things, but one thing that is common to all is activeness of that account, that they want to see that the account is active. Like in an email marketing company now, they may say the account must be sending out emails, open an email list, sending out emails before they pay you. Not like you just open an account, you subscribe, but you are not sending mails, you are not receiving mails from that email platform, and you want them to pay. So active account usage is the fourth common thing you see in different industries that you will be working on. So let me do a quick recap on that. Number 1 is first-time customer. Number 2 is account verification. Number 3 is initial financial commitment. Number 4 is active account usage. So this will come in different formats in different industries that you'll be working on, depending on the one you want to work on. So I hope that is clear. If that is clear, and please, if you need to go over that again, please just calm down. When you get to the replay, you will be able to go through that over and again. But if that's a bit clear enough for you, just type yes, it is clear, it is clear, it is clear in the comment section. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. If you have questions, don't worry. We'll come to questions on Sunday. And probably I'll even answer your question before you get to that Sunday. So just calm yourself down. But like I said, write down the question. So again, remember it's a one-time commission. Now, that's how the CPA model works. Now, for the commission that they will be paying you, like we are using 20,000 naira or $20 as initial financial commission, and we are using the CPA as $100 or 100,000 naira. Now, you will now be wondering, why will a company that only got 20,000 naira or $20 as an initial financial commission, financial commitment, be paying the affiliate, which is you, 100,000 naira or $100, as the case may be? Isn't that a loss to the company? Yes or no? Is it a loss or a gain for them? It is a loss. Initial loss for them. Thank you. So the way the business model works is that in most cases, the initial financial commitment is always lower to the commission they are paying, the one-time commission they are paying the affiliates. Again, the commission they will be paying you in most cases will be higher, way higher than the initial financial commitment they are asking from your customer. Now, the reason they are able to do this is this. If you understand the CPA model again, like if you've been following me, is because the customer you are bringing in is not just a one-time, one-off customer. The whole acquisition process the customer has gone through will give them the leverage to be able to keep on servicing and doing business with this customer for a very long time. So if all they make from, let's say, on every 20,000 naira purchase the customer makes on their store, all the profit they will make from it is just 2,000 naira. If they are making just 2,000 naira, that is just 10% of the sale amount. And the customer spent 20,000 naira, they made 20,000 naira, but they've paid you 100,000 naira. So they are still running at loss. But now imagine that customer, they have all the information of the customer now. Maybe part of the active account usage is that the customer should respond to their call for that particular complaint. So they call the customer, thank you for making this purchase, blah, blah, blah. I hope you enjoy the product and service. Yes, we like it. I just want to follow up to be sure that you enjoy it. And the customer says, oh, yes, it's good. Everything is fine. Then 4 weeks later, they call the customer back and say, wow, from our data, we understand that let's say it's a family of five that buys a bag of rice of 20,000 naira would want to buy another one after 4 weeks. So we want to know if you'll be willing to buy another one anytime soon. And the customer is like, wow, that's true. We're already thinking of buying another. Oh, okay, there's no problem. I can send it to you. Then you pay on delivery. You don't need to even come to the store. I can send it. Thank you very much for that. When should I send it? Okay, send it next week. So day. I'll be available to receive it then. Okay, thank you very much. Is it the same address that you filled on the form? Yes, that's the same address. Okay, thank you. Okay, well, but before I go, I don't know if there are other things you need from the store that I can also show you. I can send you a brochure for you to go through. If there's other things you also want from it, maybe you need palm oil, you need vegetable oil, you need this. So you can just pick all of them. I'll also send all of them to you. You pay on delivery. And the customer is like, wow, thank you. Okay, send it to me. And the customer start picking. They send it, customer pay. Follow up on the customer again. Did you receive it? Yes. How is everything? Everything is fine. Thank you very much. It's good to be able to serve you, blah, blah, blah. Now, this back and forth. After 1 year, how much do you think the customer will have spent dealing with the company? Now, the company is giving the customer a personalized, tailor-made service because they have all the information of the customer. The customer too is satisfied that, wow, I'm getting a tailored made service from this company. So the interaction will be very, very smooth between the customer and whoever the customer care agent is. So in the course of 1 year, do you think the company will not have recovered what they paid you as the one-time commission that they paid you on that customer? What do you think? Yes, thank you for your response. So they will most likely will have recovered that even within 1 year period or even less. Now imagine, that's why I said it's a perceived value. So the value of that customer over a lifetime. Now imagine what they will make in profit dealing with that customer in a lifetime period. So what they are paying you is just a portion of that lifetime value of that customer. But all the marketing um, and advertising budget that they should have spent in acquiring that customer, they didn't spend it. It is you that brought the customer to them. You are the one that did the marketing part. So they are paying you a good one-time, one-off upfront commission. If you understand the CPA model now, type I understand. If you don't understand, don't worry. You understand when you go over the training once again. All right, thank you very, very much. I hope I have been able to explain that very well. Okay, so let's go to essential CPA terminologies. This is also very key. Like I said, you need to know this so that you can be able to interact and relate with relate with the companies you'll be working with, relate with other affiliates, relate with even your customers. So the number one thing is CPA itself. Know what CPA is. CPA is cost per action, cost per acquisition. The cost of you acquiring this customer. That's what it means. The cost of acquiring customer. That's what CPA is. So, and you are paid a one-time one-off commission for that, which is usually higher than the initial financial commitment of your customer. Number two is FTD or FTC. So FTD of FTC means first time depositor or first time customer. Like I explained earlier, that the customer you are bringing in must be a first time customer. You can't recycle customers. If Michael has acquired that customer to them, Olatunji cannot come back tomorrow and bring that customer to them again and expect to be paid. So it has to be a first time customer. Number three, QFTD or QFTC, which means qualified first time depositor or qualified first time customer, meaning that the process of you acquiring customer for them. So if you bring customer to them now and the customer completes, we know we talked about 4 actions. If the customer completes, so once the customer comes in and the first customer is a first time customer, that's the first stage. Now the second stage, which is the qualified here, is that the customer has completed all these pre-agreed actions. In this case, I gave you guys 4, which is the most common one. So if the customer completes 3 out of 4, that customer is still not qualified and you will not get paid. So it's the customers must complete those pre-agreed actions. That's why I said you will be aware of those actions even before you sign up, even before you get a CPA deal with them. So it's not like it is impromptu. No, you already know. So you should know those 4, or no matter the volume, maybe it's 3, maybe it's 2, maybe it's 4, maybe it's 5. You must know them before you start. That's why I say it is always clear to you before you even start. So companies always stipulate this on their site, on their CPA agreement, partners terms and condition form before you sign up for them or with them. Only a few of them will negotiate these terms with you, and I'll also be talking about that later on. Number 4 is KYC. Know your customer or know your client. I talked about this also in the acquisition process. They go through KYC. They fill up this form. You must have done that before, like every one of us. When you fill out this form, you answer call. Some of them will call you, some of them different things, just to complete your verification process. Next is player value. So the player value is also a key part in this industry that you also be hearing about. They may ask you, what is the player value of your customer? So the player value has to do with the long-term value of the converted lead or the converted customer. So it can vary. What they use in looking at this player value has to do with the economical status or the perceived economical status of the customer. So say for instance, if you're using ShopRite now, there's ShopRite in Lekki, and I know I've seen it again before. There's also ShopRite in Songo. So ShopRite in Lekki is the same ShopRite, but the player value, the perceived player value of the customers in ShopRite in Lekki, in their Lekki store, will be higher than the perceived value of the customers in their Songo store. I don't know if that is clear to you. So if it's somebody not in Nigeria or Lagos in particular, what I'm saying is that the location, I also come to that, the location of the value of the customer is also key. The economical status, we said it earlier that they fill forms during the KYC. They put their annual income, they put where they work. So somebody working in and that has an high earning job compared to somebody who is maybe is a gatesman or somebody who is not earning that much, the value will be different. So this value also dictates what you get paid. So they use it to also determine the commission you are also going to get. So they look at the player value. So somebody who earns maybe ₦1 million in a year and spends 20,000 naira on the first initial financial commitment, they know that that person has a potential of spending 100,000 naira easily every month. But somebody who earns 100,000 naira in a month and spends 20,000 in initial financial commitment, they know that it will be difficult for that customer to also spend 100,000 every month. I don't know if, or I hope I'm making sense. So this value also will determine what you as a customer, they are paying you the perceived lifetime value of the customer. So they will use that also to determine commissions that comes out to you. So these are things that you should be aware of and familiar with. Then traffic source. They also look at traffic source. This is where the customer is coming from. Is the customer coming from maybe a one-on-one interaction? Is it coming from a webinar? Is it coming from social media? Is it coming from where is it? This customer come, where are they coming from? So this traffic source can also be an indicator of who the customer is and the value of this customer. So they look at all this, where this customer is coming from. They even look at the phone or the device they use to sign up with these companies. They look at it. Funny, but they do. They place higher value on people that sign up using iOS than people who sign up using Android. They place higher value on people who use a desktop or laptop to sign up, higher than people who use a smartphone to sign up. I'm telling you the reality of this business. So all these things, because this person has a laptop, this person has a desktop, or they place higher value on them than the people who sign up with a mobile phone. I'm not saying people should not sign up with mobile phone, but I'm just telling you how this thing works. They also look at the geo, that is the location of your targeting. Where are they coming from? I said it earlier, people from certain environment will get higher payout. So if you are getting clients from Nigeria and somebody bringing client from the UK, they will pay higher for the same product for clients in the UK than clients in Nigeria because of the location. It might even be a Nigerian, but the location of that customer will generate higher commission. So I'll show you some of some companies. Like when we get to signing up deals, you see our location will also differentiate payouts. When we get to signing up, you'll see it. Then what offer do you have? Specific CPA promotion, they will ask what offer are you working on. So these are things you should get familiar with as you go ahead in the business. I hope you are getting it. When you're watching the replay, you also learn better. And I hope you guys are getting value. You are learning. If you are learning, type value, 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 type value. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So now let's look at key elements that influence your CPA deal. I've explained this a bit, but I'll just go through, like brush through it. First time deposits requirements. So that first time um what they call it, the first financial commitment is also very key to what will determine what you get as a CPA deal. So somebody who is financial commitment, I remember when I started my business in this business, remember that I told you my first commission was one my first commission was £80. Now the deposits in that account, the person must deposit. They will say, okay, because it's a forex niche. So the person needs to deposit in his trading account or a trading account to start trading. That deposit amount, that first time deposit amount is also a key part. I'll show you when we are also doing the registration process. It's also a key part. Somebody who is depositing to a trading account, depositing $10, you will not get the commission you get will be different from somebody depositing say $150. It will be different because they will also use that to determine the capabilities, and they are using only the first time deposit. They know that the person that deposited $10 tomorrow may deposit $100, but they will not use that to pay you. It is the first time deposit, that first time commitment, that they will use to calculate your commission. Number two is the volume. So that volume also will also count. When I told you that I got £80, I had to sign up. But when I had 22 sign ups, they increased my commission to 150 because of the volume. When I got 40 something, the commission increased to £300 pounds. So the volume of your commission of your sales or your sign ups or your conversions can also affect your CPA amount. It can influence it. Then number three is the quality of your traffic source. I explained it earlier that where are they coming from? Social media. In fact, as a matter of fact, even in social media, they are grades. Google Ads is always the highest, which is YouTube. So they believe that people who use YouTube to come in are people, they have higher like value than people who use Facebook or people who use TikTok. Because the caliber of people that goes on YouTube are higher than the caliber of people on TikTok. So these things, I'm not how do I put it? I'm not trying to ridicule anybody. Maybe somebody is not used to YouTube. I'm just telling you that that's the reality of when it comes to this type of businesses. Then number four is the region. So where are your people coming from? Are they coming from Nigeria? Are they coming from UAE, that is Dubai? Are they coming from Kenya? Are they coming from which countries are they from? These countries, they have tiers. Like Nigeria is tier 3, UK is tier 1. So if you bring somebody from tier 3, your commission will be lesser compared to somebody from tier 1. But the good thing about marketing is you can target anyone from any tier you want. It's not limited to that. Because I'm living in Nigeria, I only target Nigeria. Fine, you can target Nigeria, but that does not say you can't target people. As a matter of fact, like I was saying with you, the first designer, like that first designer, they were British guys, whites, and I was in Nigeria. And in fact, I didn't even come to Africa until maybe my third year of doing this business. I was not even, if I see you as an African, that time I will even block you in my phone because I don't even want anything to do with Africa. It was, I think, in my third year I started opening up and coming to Africa. So, because these things also affect commission, but now I know very well how to use Africa, and because it's more difficult targeting people. If you are based in Africa and you're targeting somebody from maybe Europe, it's always more difficult in terms of conversion. And so that's why I've also gained a lot when it comes to knowing how to target people in Africa and making enough money. When you do that, now you can now graduate and start looking at people from Europe and better tiers. So the potential value also and the retention rate. Are your people still staying with the company? So they will be reviewing your contract over and over. If your customers don't are not they can't retain your customers, that is, your customer, maybe after they pay you your commission, your customer will stop doing business with them. They will notice that and see it as a fraud. They can use that to either cancel your deal or even reduce your commission because your customers are not staying with them. So these are things that affect and influence your CPA deal. All right, so let's look at common mistakes to avoid. Number one, choosing a wrong offer. Whatever offer they are offering you, if it's something you cannot do or you think that your customers will find it difficult to complete those terms and conditions, that is the actions we talked about. So some companies will even give you actions that are not reasonable. When you see that the action is not reasonable, please decline it. You yourself, put yourself in the customer's shoe. That's how you know if the actions are reasonable. If I am the customer, can I easily complete these actions? Put yourself in the shoe. If you see that it will be difficult or even impossible to complete the actions, excuse me, then you have to run away from such offers. Neglecting lead quality. I've said it, quality is very, very key. You cannot neglect it. Because if you can't just be posting your link anywhere, you can't just be hoping people will just sign up. You can't just be hoping. No, it has to be quality people. That's when I say quality, I mean people who are actually interested. The quality I'm using there is not even the amount, it's the interest of the people. Interest plus ability. We'll be looking more on that tomorrow. And when we're looking at lead generation, interest, to know that it has to be something that you do not neglect. Then inconsistent effort. If you are up to date tomorrow, you are not doing anything again, you come back in 1 week time, then it's an error, a mistake you must avoid. And then failing to track and analyze your result is also things you should avoid. Track your everything on your funnel. How many people are coming in? How many people are signing up? How many people have I reached today? If I reach 100 people, how many people would like eventually sign up? These are things you should be familiar with, be monitoring, so you have an idea to even calculate. Like you can even plan on that. Okay, I want to sign up on not 100 for you guys. I want to sign up 10 people. How many people do I need to reach to get 10? Okay, for me to get 10, I think I should, if I can reach 100, 100 is too small for you guys at this stage. If I can reach 500 people, I should be able to get 10. That is 2% conversion rate. What's that percent? So these are things you should be familiar with when you are doing the business. If you get a sale now, how many people did I reach before I got this sale? These are things you should be able to track. Then number 5, not negotiating better deals. So as what I mean by this is, as you now start growing the business, use the same result you have gotten to start renegotiating your deals, especially with new companies. So you have been working with company A all this while, and you have seen this result. You can show them your dashboard. You guys have seen some of my dashboard. So you are going to have a dashboard like that with the companies you are signing up with. So you have your dashboard, you see how many people you have signed up, you see how many people your conversions have brought in, you see the commission you have collected. So these are things you can use when you are trying to sign up with another company. You can show them that, see what I've been able to do over this period. So give me a good deal. If not, I'll stay with this company I'm currently working with. So with that, they can now add like, okay, this company is paying you $200 for the same action. Will pay you 300 just to lure you away from that company. So I'm saying that you can't do that now, but as you now grow, that should be a big bargaining tool for you. So let's quickly look at similar offers. For similar offers, for some of the companies you also be signing with, you will see that they have similar offers that I'll be sharing with you now, so that you know the difference and you can make informed decisions yourself. Some even offer you these similar offers, but if you don't know what it is, you'll be confused. That's why I quickly want to go through the similar offers. So number 1 is revenue share. A revenue share in some cases can also be introducing broker. That's if you are working in the forex industry. Revenue share simply means that they are not paying you CPA. CPA is a one-time one-off commission, and all that. They pay you something that is higher than the initial financial commitment of your customer. But revenue share has to do with the revenue the company is going to be making. So let's say the company is making, in the case where they are paying you $100 as that first commission. Maybe their first commission, their own revenue at that first transaction is just $10. Like we shared earlier, that's an initial loss, but they know that over time they will recover that and make profit. So revenue share is that we are not paying you the initial commission, we are only paying you a percentage of our revenue over a lifetime period. So in the case of that, let's say they are making $10, they'll say, okay, we'll pay you $5 from this $10. That's 50%. Some cases, some people will say 40%, some will even say 30%. But I think the highest I've seen is 50%. 50% of their revenue, of their own profit. So over a life, but that would be a lifetime profit, a sharing formula. So over a lifetime period of that customer with them, any profit they make in the transaction the customer makes, the percentage they say they will pay you, they will send you that commission. So it will be something small over a long time. I don't do it. In case you are interested in it, some of this company offer it. You can't do the two. They will ask you to take one. So that's what revenue share or high B is. Number two is pay per sale. So in this, it has to do with per sale that the customer does. So they will give you like a percentage also on every sale the customer makes. This is not their own profit, it's per sale. So they may say, for every sale the customer purchases, we are going to give you 5% of it, 1% of it. So if the customer buys something of $100, they are giving you $1 if it is 1%. So, and so if the customer come back tomorrow and buy something of 1,000, they are giving you $10 if it's 1%. So I'm using this as an example. So they give you a percentage of every sale, not even their own revenue, but sale, every sale that the customer makes, there's a percentage you are getting. So that's also a lifetime commission. They won't pay you any lump sum. They're just giving you a certain percentage of every sale. Then cost per lead. This has to do with you just generating leads for them. They don't need to complete all the actions. Once they come into their page or sign up or something, even if they've not completed the actions, they are paying you. For this one, it's also very, very small. So in the case of we are saying $100 now, they can be paying maybe $1 for every customer or $2 for every customer you're able to, every lead you bring in. Whether the lead completes that action or not, as long as it's an unique lead, that is, you are not bringing in like recycling the leads to them. This is a fresh one. It's like you are bringing in first time customers, but you are not waiting for them to complete those actions. So the commission they'll be paying is a one-time commission, very small, because they will not be the one to go through the process of ensuring that and for me, it doesn't even make sense. Why don't you just go through the pain, ensure that the customer completes those actions, and you get something substantial? Number four is pay per action. So this one is per action the customer takes. So we've talked about 4 different actions that once the customer completes those actions, you get paid your lump sum commission. But this one is now saying we'll pay you per action. So if the customer completes action 1, we'll pay you this small amount. So it's really don't make sense to me. But if it makes sense to you, now you know the difference, you can take it. Now let's move to steps to secure your own a better CPA deal. Number 1, if you want to get CPA deals, one thing you should look out for is make your own industry research. Research the industry, whatever industry you want to work in. Like I've said, CPA is not tied to one company, one industry, one product, one service. It can't work anywhere. So, and in most cases, it is online businesses. In most cases, just basic online services, not physical products. So you have to make a good research on that particular industry, understand that industry that you want to work in. Can you have multiple industries? Yes, it is possible. For me, I'm telling you, since I've started, it was just this last year that I'm now trying to bring I'm beginning to work on another industry. I've been working on one industry since 2015 till now. So, but I know that there are lots of industries, and some of my students work in other industries. But me, I've been working on just one industry because it's one of the highest paying industries, and it pays me very much. So why would I bother myself going to another industry that will pay me something lesser? I don't know if it makes sense, because it makes sense to me. If industry one is paying me $1,000 for acquisition, and industry two wants to pay me $500 per acquisition, why will I leave industry one and go to industry two when I'm getting deals and getting conversions in the industry one? So that's why I've not really, as a matter of fact, let me just say it here. The industry I personally been working since 2015 till now is the forest niche. Just last year, I started working in the insurance industry because the insurance industry pays more than the forest industry. So that's the only reason I've been able to now start combining that. If not, all the industry that I know before last year, none of them has entered my eyes to go there. Because in the insurance industry that I'm working on now, an average commission is around $3,000 per conversion. Around $3,000, an average. In many cases higher than that. So, and Forex doesn't pay me that much per conversion. So I'm telling you to just know that I can't stoop low and go to industry that pay me less, because this is where I started from. But I'm teaching you the general form of the business, and I'm be showing you how to go out of one industry to many industries. You now decide on the one you want to do. I will recommend my own, but I'm not saying you must follow my own industry. You can use any other industry to do this business. But whatever the industry you're working on, you have to do a thorough research, learn that about that industry very well. It will help your conversion. It will help you like build your own personal confidence in running that industry. I started operating in the insurance industry last year, but I started my study on the insurance industry 2 years ago. Like doing a lot of study, go through a lot of courses, do a lot of things before I start conversion last year. So this is to tell you that you have to learn about that industry. So, for instance, if somebody is doing the forest industry, I can like wake up from my sleep and talk about forest CPA for 10 hours, and I will not look at any notes. That's because I've been able to do a lot of learning in that particular industry. Number two is highlight your unique value proposition. So no matter the industry you are working on, you have to, when you are trying to get a deal, you have to also tell them the value, your own unique value proposition. Like, this is what I'll be using to get my clients, and with this model or with this thing I'm going to be using, it's going to give you good conversion. Like, it's going to make these customers do business with you over a long time period. So you are trying to project that to the company you are going to get a deal with. This is basically for companies that are open to negotiation of their own deals. Most companies you'll be working with already have a tailor-made deal with the terms, like the actions that must be taken. You just need to agree or don't take it. If you agree, you sign up, they approve your registration, and you're ready to go. They give you access to your dashboard, give you your affiliate link, and you're ready to go. But a very few companies or very few instances, some companies are open to negotiation. So they go through back and forth with you. And this is where these questions will be coming up. Then when you are negotiating with such companies, you also ask of performance-based increases. So what I mean by performance-based increases is that, okay, I'm starting new with you guys now. I'll be looking at getting you between 3 to 10 customers in the next 1 month. But after, and let's say you are paying me $100 per conversion. After that, once I start improving and maybe I'm bringing you 50 to 100 customers in a month, I want my commission to increase to this amount. So you want to make it a performance-based deal, like an hybrid deal, like from this range, this is what you should pay me. If I get higher range, this is what you should pay me. So any company that is open to negotiation, please don't make it a one-off deal, because if you increase and they don't increase your commission, it will not be good for you, because your initial negotiation is based on that your first stage. So if they say how many customers can you bring to us in a month, and you are saying I'll do 3 to 10, so your deal, your commission is based on that 3 to 10 volume. So imagine in 6 months' time, you are now able to do 100, and you are still being paid based on the 3 to 10 commission. So that's why I say you should open it up for such companies. But for most companies, it is not open. It is one deal for all, one commission for all. But I'm just taking you through this in case you get to that stage, you will not be confused at what to do. You already have this training. You can come back to this replay, watch it again before you now negotiate with them. I hope that is fine. I'm preparing you guys ahead. Number 4, and be prepared to, this number 4 is prepare to walk away from these that are bad. Don't, there are lots of companies, thousands of these in this particular business. So don't be tied to one company. I'm not, as a person, I'm not even loyal to one company. Like in the forest industry as I work, I'm not loyal to one particular company. I'm telling you, I have, over the last since 2015, almost like 10 years. That's 10 years. Over the more than 10 years, sef, I can't count how many companies I've worked with. Currently now, I currently work with more than 10. So what I'm saying is not, I'm not tied to any company. If any deal is not worth it, or I'm not interested again, I shut it down. I move to another company. So do not be tied. I will lose this deal. There are a lot of these out there waiting for you, and I'll be showing you how to do all that um, very soon. So let's go to finding your deals. Who is ready for that? If you are ready, type ready, 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 ready. I want to get my own deal. Ready, ready, ready. Are you ready? All right. So let's go there. Number 1, research top CPA networks. Research top CPA networks. Number 2, focus on on finance, crypto, high ticket niches. So what I'm saying here is that you should go through companies that are paying highest. I told you that. That's why I focus on the forest niche, and right now also combining with the insurance niche. Then look for offers with high player value potential. So they should be. We talked about player value earlier. That it should be offers that that people with high player value will be in that particular niche. Number 4, network with other successful CPA marketers. This will help you because they all can tell you what they are getting from this company, so it will be easy for you to also get that deal from the company. So networking with other CPA marketers will be very, very key in getting this. This is one of the things you guys are enjoying from this bootcamp, because I'll be giving you some companies you can just go straight to instead of you going to do your own research. Now, I'm teaching you how to do research on your own. I'll be teaching you how to do that. So you'll be able to do that independent of me. I'm only giving you recommendations and links to sign up with companies because it can fast track things for you. But please do not stay on that. Do your own. As a matter of fact, one of the assignments you guys must do before tomorrow's class is that I want you to get a deal or apply to a company in a particular nature or industry that you want, that is different to the one I'm giving you, that I'll be giving you tonight. Based off what I'll be teaching you now, I want you to be able to do that yourself, so that without me, you'll be able to work independently in getting deals yourself. I hope that is fine. So for case study to show you how to sign up with deals and all that, I'm using Xness. Xness is an high-paying deal for people in the forest industry. You can also sign up with Ion FX. So we'll be going through the registration process And after which, I will now show you how to do your own research on your own to get your own CPA deals anywhere in the world you want to get to. In the case, because right now what we'll be doing, I'll be taking you off this page. We'll be going to my browser to do all this. So in case you are finding it difficult to see my screen as I'll be navigating through all this, please follow these 3 steps and you should be fine. Are we clear? And are we ready to go? All right. So I'll be taking you guys to the screen now. So I'll be stopping this and taking you there. All right, so we go to the site, the affiliate site of Xness to register. Now, if you are finding it difficult to get to their site, the partner site, it is xnessaffiliates.com. Then you go to the affiliates program, xnessaffiliates.com. If you're having issues with that, don't worry. At the end of the class, the admin will give you the appropriate link. As a matter of fact, the admin will also give you a video recording that we made that will guide you on the registration process. So if you are struggling to see this now, don't worry, you have. So you see the affiliate program. We are leading industry. We are the leading industry with schedule and attractive payout. Drive traffic to Xness and we will give you commission up to $1,850 for each user that become active clients. Do you understand this? This now? Based off what I've taught you, like I've been explaining since morning. See what they're saying now. For each user that becomes active clients, you see the area we talked about this earlier. So I believe you guys understand. So you see now what they offer, but let's go to their sign up page. So you can basic things, you just go to their sign up, start now, and you register. Like I said, there's a video guide for this, so you can just put your email address, you put your nickname, if you want to put a nickname, you create your password. Now when you get to this individual or company, please ensure you leave it on individual. Then resident country, put your residential. Don't, even if you are not, and it should be the country you are currently residing that you should put. I'm not saying visiting, no. Maybe you are visiting a country, but you are not a resident in that country. Don't put it there. It is the country you are currently residing you should put. Traffic sources. So when it comes to traffic sources, so you can select social media, because you probably be using social media. If you are using any other one, you can use to select it, but mainly most people use social media, so you can select social media if you're using that. Enter websites if applicable. This is optional. For me, if you want to put in any company you want to register with, they're asking for website, and initially you don't have a website. This is optional. In some cases, it will be compulsory. So because Xness is making it optional, you can have like omit this page. But for some company you want to register with, they'll make it compulsory. So what do you do in that case? And you don't have a website. What you should do in that case is you should go to your social media handle. Let's say you go to your Facebook or something, and you go and look for your own link, your Facebook link, your own profile link, a link on your profile. If you go to your settings, you should be able to see your profile link, where anybody that clicks on that link will bring them to your profile account. It might be Facebook, it might be Twitter, it might be any social media account. But that's your profile link. You can come copy it and come and put it here, or put it anywhere you are to put in website. But if you have a website that you want to use to drive traffic, you can put it there. If you don't have, just go and put your social media link there. I hope that is clear. Then they're asking for messenger. Where do you want them to message you? Telegram, WhatsApp, or Skype. Some companies will even make Skype compulsory. What is Skype? Skype is also a messaging platform. So if you don't have a Skype address, just go to skype.com, open a free account, and give them your Skype email address, email account, or ID, address, Skype ID. So I'm saying this now because you have options here, but for some companies, some other companies, this Skype that you are seeing now is compulsory. So if you get to that stage and they're asking you for Skype, you should go to skype.com, open a free account, and give them your Skype account. It's just a messaging platform like you have on Telegram, you have WhatsApp. But some companies, they prefer to communicate on Skype. That's why they make Skype compulsory. So select anyone you want. Click I declare and confirm that I'm not a citizen or resident of the US for tax purposes. So ensure you click this. Then you submit the form. That's how to open. Once you open, they'll ask you for your verification documents. You have to also submit. Now, as you are filling this form, one thing is very, very important, and I want to say it. Any form you are filling, as you go ahead with the form, at any stage you are filling any form with any of this company, one thing you should not forget, please take note of this. Put only verifiable information. Always put only verifiable information. What do I mean by that? In cases where they ask you for your address, they ask you for okay, let me start with your name. When they ask for your name, if in the form, the name, okay, let me show you another company that you can start with to explain that. Let me show you another company to explain what I want to explain now, so it will be easy for you to understand. The reason I'm saying this is I've seen cases where people they run into problem because at the registration stage they have made mistakes. Now, look at this form now. This form is to register with IronFX. Again, it is IronFX. They will give you the link to do this. The admin will also give you a link. But IronFX is not always instant. Xness is instant. Once you do the registration, you can complete Xness registration within 24 hours. I say 24, within 30 minutes, everything is complete. So within 24 hours, your account is ready and all that. But Xness, for IronFX, once you apply, they will then reach out to you. It can take another 1 week before they reach out to you. Then they start asking you questions and all that. You answer those questions, this back and forth. They even can give room for negotiation, so you negotiate, and at the end of the day, once everything is agreed, they will then give you access to your affiliate dashboard, give you your link and all that. Now, in registering with them now, they ask for username. That is compulsory. If you see this star requires that it is compulsory, or means it is compulsory. You see now, they put first name, they put last name. Now, everybody calls me Michael. Well, Michael is not my first name. In my document, Michael is not my first name. Michael is actually my middle name, but a lot of people prefer calling me Michael. Now, if I want to fill a form, I'm telling you what I've seen up to some people. I will not put Michael where the first name is. I will put Olani. Olani is my first name. I'll put Olani because that's on my document. So the document I'm going to use to verify, if I put Michael here now and put last name Olatunji, and I give them my document, and in my document they see there that first name is Olani, middle name Michael, last name Olatunji, some company will reject your application, your verification document. I'm telling you the truth. So please take note. If there's an error on your ID, that error, since it is that ID you want to use, it is the error you should put here in your form. Don't say because in your ID, your first name is Olani, but you prefer them to calling you Michael. You now put Michael here. They will decline you. So I'm saying put in verifiable information. Even if there is an error on your ID and it is that ID you want to use to verify, it is that same way the error is is on your ID that you should put on the form. This is very, very important. I'm telling you, some people have lost money because of this. Like, they will complete all the registration, they will approve their registration, they will start working. When it comes to payout, that's when they will tell them that you have not verified your account. It remains your ID, your proof of address or your ID card, and they will start having issues with that. So ensure you put verifiable information. You see this Skype I was talking about the other time. You see the year there, the star indicates that it's compulsory. You know, that's why I said that when you get some places, it will be compulsory. So if you don't have a Skype account, it's easy. Just go to skype.com, open a free account, and put your ID there. So you can also select currency that you want them to be using for your payout. So this company also allows different currency, mostly not Naira, but so you can select USD, you can select Euro and all the rest. So what I'm saying is, so in this case now they're asking for company. You see that there is no star here. That means it is not compulsory. Website, there is no star. That means it's not compulsory. So you can neglect it or put your use social media profile link, or if you have a website you want to put, you put. But I don't even recommend company. Use individual. You as an individual. So again, this is for, like, if you fill this form now, at a particular time, they will now ask you for your address verification. That address verification is also very key. Now, when it comes to address verification, please listen to this also. When I say you are filling the form, put verifiable information. What I mean by that when it comes to address is that when you want to verify like your address, like we do in Nigeria, we give them NEPA bill, or mostly it's NEPA bill. Now, some people, that their NEPA bill is not their name. It is maybe they don't own the house. They are a tenant in the house or something, or maybe it's their parents' house or something. So it is not their name that is on that bill, but they claim that they live in the house and the bank will collect it from you. Correct? Correct. Now, in the case of these international companies, that will not fly. If the utility bill, in this case, maybe your NEPA bill, is not your name, the name you fill on the form, the address you fill on the form, they will not accept it. So what do? In case you have a driver's license, driver's license, you carry address. That address on that driver's license is what you should use. So they can still accept that driver's license. In case you don't have that, you want to verify your address. In most cases, what is also acceptable is bank statement. When you print bank statement, it carries the address and the name of the person. So that first page that carries your address and your name is what they want to see. Not like they want to see 10-page bank statement. No, they only need one page. So you can look for, and they don't need to see your transaction. So you can look for one day that you don't have much transaction. Maybe it's just recharge card you bought that day. That is the date you should print. So they just want to see the name, the address, and that it is a bank statement. So now, when I say you can use your bank statement, another error I've seen that people have made, please listen, that people have made with bank statement is this. Let's say, for instance, you open an account when you were living at number 1 Michael Street. That is the address on your bank statement. But you don't live on Michael Street again. You now live in number 10 Olatunji Street. When you are now filling this form, you now put number 10 Olatunji Street. They now ask for your verification document. You now go to bank, print statement. It now records Michael Street. They will not verify your account. So what I'm saying in essence is that if you want to use bank statement to verify your account, ensure that it is the address under your bank statement that you should fill in the form, even if you are not living in that address again. Unless you want to first go and change that address in your bank before you fill the form. But as at the time you are filling the form, ensure, and you know that it is your bank statement you will use to verify your account, ensure that it is the address that you currently have on your bank that you will fill there. Please, I'm saying this now because I know what some people have faced in the past. Don't face that same error. I hope a word is enough for the wise, because I've seen people, even after I do all this explanation, they still go and put in information that they cannot verify. These companies, they don't know you, and they don't accept some of the things we accept in Nigeria. So please take note of that. I hope that is clear enough for you guys. So now let's go to how to, like I said, links to sign up with this. All these links will be sent to the group, to or the WhatsApp DM. The some I don't know if the admin is using a WhatsApp DM broadcast list or a group, whatever it is. The admin will ensure that you get all these links so that you can sign up, and a video guide on how to register with XNES so they can sign up with them. Now, let's now see how you can do a research yourself on your own, to get a CPA deal without you necessarily using the companies that I've also shown you. So let's go there. I hope you guys are getting value. Type value, type value, type value, type value, type value if you are getting value. Type value if you are getting value. Type value. Thank you. Thank you for your responses. All right. So I'm going to ChatGPT. I'm here now. So what are we doing here? We can do a normal regular web search, but I want to use this to make it easy for everybody. So if you don't have a ChatGPT account, just go to chatgpt.com and you'll be able to go. So what do you want to do here? I want to use this to show you that you can get this from anywhere at any time in different industries. So let's chat with ChatGPT to see how it works. So let's say, hi. Hi, Mike. So you see it has responded. So let's now look at how we can get a CPA deal. What should we type as our prompt? So let's look at how to, I need your guide on how to get a CPA deal. Or let's first say, what are the top CPA niche? Let's look at top 3 CPA niches. So what are the top? See, number 1 is finance and investment. Example is crypto, forex, stock, credit card, and all that. I can tell for a fact that also insurance pay high. You see, potential payout $500 to $1,000 per lead or first deposit. Then health and wellness. You see the conversion has reduced to about 150 from 500. And gambling and sports up to 500 also. Okay. So since you're saying that financial is always the highest. Now, let's say we see her from another industry. Okay, let's say what about email marketing? So email marketing. Okay, I think I got it on email marketing. CPA offers. You can also ask, can you recommend CPA deals in hospitality industry? Hotel and vacation booking. Okay. You see that they pay out travel, insurance and protection. You see, car rental and transportation. So there are CPA deals in different. Also, I'm trying to show you that there are CPA deals in different industries. So you can even ask ChatGPT now, recommend top companies that offer these deals. See, so it's giving us companies that offer these deals and how much they offer. So basically, this I'm telling you that you can just use things like this to even get CPA deals from anywhere in the world and different this and all that. But for me, like I told you, see, this of $5, $10. I don't do this type of deals. $5, $15. I don't do these deals. So for me, I don't do this type of deals because the commission is very, very low. So recommend CPA deals in the forex niche. So it's now giving us CPA deals in forex. Now you can see the difference now. $600. $600. Are you seeing it? How much is this one? $800. This one $250. $400. So you see the difference for this $500, 200, 400, 100, $600. I was explaining to you the other time during the webinar that you can get CPA deals from like marketplace platforms like Max Bonsi. You can see here now that's also recommending it too. So these are basic ways you can get CPA deal in different industry, different niche, different companies, even just by chatting with ChatGPT. I hope that helps, and I hope you guys are getting it now. So you can use this to get yourself deals and all that. You can use this to get your deals. Now, for the excellence that I recommended to you guys, so let me go now and show you their payout and payment structure. Their CPA structure. Let's look at that. All right. So this is the CPA payout. Let's look at the country. So you can select countries. So it depends on the countries you select that will determine the commission. So let's select countries. So let's select Nigeria. Let's select just 5 countries. Let's select Nigeria. Let's select South Africa. Let's select Kenya. Let's select um, Kuwait. Let's select. I used to do UAE with these people. So let's select UAE. This is United Arab Emirates. Submit. Now, so he has given us these 5 countries. Now, so these countries that we selected, deposit amount. So if somebody deposit between $10 to $29, what is your payout? $30 in Nigeria, 20 in South Africa, 10 in Kenya, 60 in Kuwait, 80 in UAE. You see that the countries and the countries determines the commission. Now, if anybody deposit $30 to $149 in these countries, Nigeria is 14 is 90. You can see the list. Then UAE 500 for somebody that deposits within this range. So if you deposit $50 in Nigeria or $30 in Nigeria, you are getting $90. Now let's go to deposit amount of 150. So if someone deposits 150 in Nigeria, you are getting $270 commission. If somebody deposits $150 in UAE, you are getting $600. If somebody deposits 600 plus in Nigeria, see the amount again. Then see UAE $1,850. So this is how it works, depending on the countries you are doing and the amount they are depositing. So that is how the CPA commission structure works on Xness. Like I said, once you register with them, we'll start looking at if you're having issues in registering with them, we'll give you the link. The admin will give you the link so you can start. It will be easy for you to start with them. All right. So far today we have covered everything in day one. You now understand the business structure. You understand. I've taken you through the terminologies. We've looked at how to get this ourselves. You can use ChatGPT now to get this on your own. I've shown you some companies that you can sign up with. I've explained how it works with them. Now, this is must do assignment before tomorrow. You must rewatch this training. It's very important. The admin will be giving you the link to rewatch it today or tomorrow. Before tomorrow's class, it's good that you rewatch it. It gives you a better understanding. Then create a partner account with Xness, as I've shown you today. If you need to watch how to do it, the admin also be giving a video guide on how to do the registration with Xness. The link also, if you need it. Then one thing I also want you guys to do is to get a CPA deal from another niche that we did not look at today. Now I've shown you already how to get niche CPA deals from any niche. So use that method to get a niche ready. Get a CPA deal, apply for a CPA deal before tomorrow's class. It will help you when you practically do this yourself. Then, if you have not gotten the access to lifetime replay, get it now for just 4,900 naira. Because tomorrow it will move to 7,500, and on Sunday it goes back to the original price of 10,000 naira. So in day two class tomorrow, it will be more on how to get people. We'll be doing that tomorrow. How do you get these people to sign up on your deal? So we'll be doing that tomorrow, and it will be very, very important that you don't miss it. There's a lot I need to cover tomorrow. Please do not miss tomorrow's class because it is the soul of this business. If you have a deal that is paying you $270, where will you get the people from? So tomorrow is very, very key. Don't miss it. All right, guys. Thank you very, very much. I hope you will not miss tomorrow's class. I hope you got value today. If you got value, type value, 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 value. And like I said, it is not about you understanding everything now. No. You go to school. Do you understand everything they teach you in school immediately? That's why we take notes. That's why we go back to our notes to study. That's why we read about things. We go to library and all that. This is a real business. And you know how many years some people spend to learn a trade or learn a business. So, and you want to learn everything in 3 days and understand everything. It's not possible for most people. So you take your time. That's why you need the replay to go over it over and over again. So don't be discouraged that there's a lot of information at that. I'm trying to give you everything. I don't want to hold anything back from you. So I hope you guys will take time to go through the replay, do your assignment before tomorrow's class, and it will be better for you to do that before we go into lead generation tomorrow. All right, guys, thank you very much. It's been a great time with you. I hope you got value as your response has shown that you guys go value far more than the money you pay for this class. I know that there's a lot of classes you pay money online and you will get there like, what did I pay for? This is not even worth it. But I can tell that you guys know that even from day one already, you have gotten more value than what you pay for this class. Now imagine what will still happen tomorrow and Sunday. All right, guys, thank you very, very, very much. It's been a great time with you. I believe tomorrow's class will do even more tomorrow. So please do your assignment. Do not miss tomorrow's class for anything. Do not miss tomorrow's class for anything. Ensure that your assignment is done, which is basically you get your CPA deal with Xness. You can even try to start your application with Ion FX. Then most importantly, I want you to try things out yourself. Try to get a CPA deal outside what I've shown you from another industry. Get that deal ready tomorrow before the class. Thank you very much, guys. I will see you in tomorrow's class. Bye bye.